Praise the Lord. So still talking about heaven at first and heaven at last. This is the reason why Papa Abel said it is heaven at first. So his reason is, listen to him.
Heaven at last is one of those lies that is preached in churches. Heaven at last. So they use that to tie believers. When I preach to you a doctrine of heaven at last, what it does is I put you under pressure and under control, and I have the remote in my hand, because I have pointed you to a destination that you have not yet arrived. That means for you to arrive, there will be qualifications. So I use those qualifications to keep controlling you, even though there is nothing like that. So you are hoping for what does not exist, and you are being manipulated for somebody's personal gain. Because ultimately, the beneficiary of your actions in your bid to make heaven at last is the pastor that is manipulating you. Because now I can tell you, since you are not yet there, you will have to get there. There's a place called there, heaven at last. We will not know whether you will enter or not till that day. In order for you to qualify, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and anytime you are not able to measure up, I put a reminder. So I keep flogging you, and you keep trying. You try, you're almost dying, but of what use will be your death if you cannot make it? So even at the point of death, you are still trying to make it.
So, from his explanation, the reason why he said it is heaven at first is because pastors, or some pastors, because it cannot be all of the pastors, right? So some pastors are using that doctrine, that message of heaven at last, to intimidate, manipulate, to oppress, and to extort people, right? So there are some pastors who, because they know you will get your reward at the end of your days on earth, you will get your results at the end. Therefore, there are some pastors that are taking advantage of that to extort people for their personal gain, right? But the truth is that some pastors are using the message, or they are using the truth to manipulate. Cannot take away the fact that reward is always at the end. The reward is still at the end. We understand that there are some men of God, there are some pastors who are taking advantage of their members. Yes, for their personal gain, they extort, they manipulate. We understand. After all, we are in the end time. That is why you, as a believer, if you are born again, you need to know Christ by yourself, so that somebody will not be manipulating you, right? So we understand the part of those pastors, but that cannot still take away the fact that it is heaven at last. It is heaven at last. Paul made a statement. He said he has fought the good fight. He has finished the race. He said, finally, you understand? It is final, at the final, finally. He said there is a crown of righteousness that awaits him, that is laid for him. And it's not just made for him alone, but for others that will follow suit, others that will still endure to the end, like Jesus said. So the result is always at the end. Therefore, it is heaven at last. Forget those manipulating people. They have their judgment. James will say, don't let all of us be teachers, because teachers will receive stricter judgment. So for those pastors taking advantage of the simple nature of the gospel, the simplicity of the gospel to manipulate people, they will have their reward. It is heaven at last. Forget those false teachers manipulating people with the truth. God bless you.